You're so outrageous.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, Jesus fucking... What the fuck? Who put these jeans here? Fuck. This is my new apartment. I've never shown the bedroom before. This is it. What did I forget? What did I forget? Oh, yes. My notes. Sorry for that. I had a little outburst. Hey everybody, welcome to the show. I admittedly tried to start this episode and then I had a meltdown because where I'm sitting right now, I'm in my bedroom in my new apartment in New York City, in Chelsea. And the bed is right here, as you can see. So my desk is here. There's a little bitty space for a chair here, and then it's up against the bed. It looks like a big room. It is a big room. I'm grateful for this room. But there's not a lot of wiggle room. Anyway, I'm sick, and I apologize for the state of my voice. I have some Theraflu here. This is Swedish homeopathic Theraflu called Umka. Okay. UMCKA, I believe. Okay. So here's my tea, okay, and then there's ginger with honey crystals tea, and then there's also, say it with me, throat coat. Yeah. I started feeling bad on Saturday when I was in Austin. My niece's wedding was that afternoon. I even went to a cold plunge to try to knock it out of my system. It didn't work because I did get worse. The wedding was amazing. I just had such a great time. My niece is so cute. I realized something when I was at the wedding, though. I would rather be at a funeral than a wedding. That's just where I come down on this. If I'm going to... I feel like people are laughing more, or they're experiencing moments of joy, of real joy, more at a funeral because the vibe is so sad that the pockets of joy you find are more intense or more authentic. Everyone's pretending to be joyful and happy and positive at a wedding, and that gets exhausting to me. So if you need someone to be your date to a funeral, call me up. Love it. There's so much good food at a funeral. At a wedding, people are not, they're drinking, and people are drinking at a funeral too, but people really, I don't know, it's not really about the food. I'm a food forward person. I love a shiva. I love sitting shiva. It's just food for days. But I was so happy to see my niece get married. I love her husband. I was given the job of driving them away to their honeymoon suite, like when they run through the sparklers. When I was a kid, it was birdseed. And then they realized that birdseed was murdering birds. So people would throw birdseed and then it was a killing mass genocide of birds. I shouldn't say that word, algorithm. But bird death. So bird deaths. But then they changed it to rice. But then I guess rice was doing something inappropriate to the environment. So now it's sparklers. And I think it's more of a photo op. Sparklers looks pretty for, bird seed doesn't really translate. You're looking at just like people throwing dirt in the air as you're running through to your happily ever after. But sparklers is more pyrotechnic. It's giving flash. It's giving pizzazz. So I can see why they would want to make that update. I don't go to a lot of weddings. I'm not invited. I'm no fun. Like I said, I'd rather be at a funeral. I'm not that gay guy that you can take to a wedding and I'm going to pull all the girls on the dance floor and go off. I'm not. I'm going to sit in the corner. I'm going to talk shit. I'm going to sit myself in a corner. I'm going to drink all the Diet Dr. Pepper you have. And I'm going to read everybody for filth. In my mind, even if I don't have anybody to talk to, I'll do it in my own mind. I will entertain myself. I will do an improvised podcast right on the spot to an audience of one, that one being me. But I did get up and dance a little bit. I think I said this on my show. One thing is, when I was raised in the Christian church, the Christian faith that I was raised in, dancing was not allowed. Very footloose. No dancing. Dancing will get you burnt into hell. Burnt for eternity. So I left home at 18. I'm now back. I'm almost fucking 50. And Everyone's dancing. All the grandmas are out on the dance floor dancing to not like church music. It's Anaconda. Songs about cocks and pussies and like the lyrics of these songs are like shove it in, get it on, spray it all over me, Superman that hoe. Do you know what that means? Do you know what Superman that hoe means? I only know this because I worked at Nickelodeon and we had to censor the phrase Superman that hoe because Soulja Boy was coming on the show. Do you know what this means? Super soak that hoe? I don't know. So it was weird to see the grandmas and the 2-year-olds, what's the word, crumping? They're giving. It just was nasty. I didn't get the memo. I didn't get the update. Like, hey, remember how we told you can't dance? Now it's totally fine. And not only is it fine, we're going to dance and talk about cocks. So I am awkward in this situation at a churchy church. 5 seconds before, the pastor is like, when God created woman, Adam's rib was used to put it into the most holy union. And then it's like, shove it up my fat, huge ass. Like, dancing, grandmas, I don't know. So Christians are weird. Christians are wild. I don't have health insurance yet, so I'm doing this all on my own. I really want antibiotics. I do have health insurance. It's just still in LA, and we haven't transgendered it over to here to New York City. Let's see, what else? I prefer a funeral to a wedding. Dancing is now allowed. I feel like an extra on a movie set at a wedding. I feel like they're like, okay, here's the wedding party. Everybody stand over there and clap. And then you're there, and then move over here, and now here's that. Like, I just feel like it was kind of a moving around for photo ops, which is fine. Happy to do it. Also, weddings are too long. This happened to me in June as well. Totally happy to be there. Grateful to show support. But if you're going to call me at 4-ish, I'm going to need to leave by 7. So y'all can stay till 11, but I'll be leaving 7, 4, 5, 6, 3 hours. That's all you're getting. I'm not going to do another 6-hour wedding. I don't have it in me. Don't invite me. If you want me to stay 3 hours is pushing it. I just don't have it. I don't have it in my personality. It's one of the rules from here on out in my life. I'm going to draw a line at it. I've given you like 3 hours is the max. No matter how bad I want that cake. If there's a hot guy, maybe I'll stay. There was one cute gay kid at this wedding. It was really sweet. There was 2 of us. Or there were more. They're just closeted. I don't know. Maybe he's not gay. I assumed he was. I Know What You Did Last Summer on the plane. Okay, I saw a few things. I saw Omeri, as I mentioned, with Cheyenne. Cheyenne's coming on my show. Taping an interview with him tomorrow, so I made sure I saw the show before he came on my show. Jane Krakowski was Mary. It's not the same as when you see Cole, like someone who writes something for themselves, pretty like this inspired moment that exploded. It's not, last time I saw it was at the Lortel with Cole, and Jane is so good. I don't mean to say it's not as good. I mean, it's a different experience. She's amazing. I love Jane Krakowski. She was in a play called Shit Meets Fan, and I thought it was gonna just like sweep and whenever, I don't know, maybe it didn't do that well, but I thought it was amazing. And you know who else was great in that show? I'm not afraid to say it. Deborah Messing. Yeah. I wonder how she's doing. I wonder if she's fled New York City yet because of the anti-Semitic mayor. I hate hearing that. If you listen to this guy, if you listen to him talk one time, you get what he's going for, and you're like, oh, cool, awesome, great, got it. He's like, everyone should have respect. How about that? Anyway, let's get to Anna Nicole. Oh, I also saw Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. Clunky title, good show. I was a little bit kind of like, why? I see so many shows, and the cast, the 2 people in the cast, the 2 strangers who carry a cake across New York, are so charming and so great and so talented. But I've seen so many people write musicals that never get produced because they can't figure out how to get it there. They can't raise the money or whatever. And I was just marveling at like, wow, this musical figured out a way to get a show with 2 people that no one knows, material that no one's heard of, onto a Broadway stage and big budget produced. And before I walked in, I was like, okay, I know nothing about this, but two strangers carry a cake across New York. Great. It'll be like a cute little romance or something. It'll probably be 90 minutes. That shit, 2 hours and 25 minutes. I was riveted. I even said to my friend Eric, I said, we can leave at intermission because I don't know what to expect from this. And we stayed. We loved it. We stood. We gave it. It's a great show. I honestly feel like if you're coming to New York and you want, it is an absolutely wholesome show. It's funny and there's some edgy moments. I hate the word edgy, but there's some edgy moments. But like, if you have, like teenagers and you can't decide on what to see, go see Two Strangers Carry a Cake. The music is great. The guy in it is so good. I did not go to BravoCon. I also saw a play called Queens at Manhattan Theater Club or City Center. Manhattan Theater Club at City Center. Anyway, Trip Coleman directed it. I've never seen people act their tits off this hardcore. It's such a great show. If you want to see tour de force acting, Marin Ireland, Anna Klumsky. She was great. Everyone in it is so great. Like, they're doing accents. They're giving Meryl Streep Sophie's Choice level caliber accents. I have to go back to Two Strangers Carry a Cake. I hope I didn't say that I didn't think it was good. It was great. I was a little bit surprised, like, that's the show that found its way to Broadway. And I also love Jane Krakowski. I'm sick. I'm a little, like, I'm physically depressed. Not mentally or emotionally. I'm actually very grateful and happy and stoked to be alive. But my when you're sick, you're just kind of like, meh, But I love Jane Krakowski No Mary, and I fucking loved Two Strangers Carry a Cake Across New York. Who titled it that? Jesus. Just call it Two Strangers or Cake. And go see Queens. All right, let's talk about this episode. I don't have a lot of clips to play you, so just imagine it in your mind. Imagine this is when my genius storytelling comes into play. Willam, I'm just going to play that interview after this. Oh my God, my across the street neighbor is staring at me. Oh my God, it's embarrassing. Have you never seen a homosexual do a podcast before? Okay, episode 3, this episode of Anna Nicole. The Anna Nicole Show, season 1, episode 3 is about a food fight, or not a food fight, a eating contest. So the episode opens with Howard, Kimee, Daniel, and Anna Nicole going to an Italian restaurant to have a eating contest. And I remember when I used to be high on pills, I did used to binge. Because you kind of forget to eat sometimes. And I mean, I don't know. She obviously loved food. This is before the trim spa. So she was in the binge phase. The whole episode is leading up to Howard accusing her of going into the bathroom and barfing. So the one rule is no vomiting. They start ordering pasta and pizza and whatever. They put a lot down. Manicotti. This is also the restaurant looks like it's. I don't know if you know Hollywood very well, but it looks like it's by kind of like where the Arby's was, where Netflix is now, just tucked away behind Sunset or by the 101, just in that kind of intersection behind a cement wall. It was a very, very bleak restaurant. No offense to the lovely people who run the restaurant. I'm sure your food is amazing, which is why they were binging. But a little bleak. I could never do an eating contest unless it's ice cream. And in that case, I have an eating contest with myself every night. Isn't that right? So yes, at one point, Anna Nicole says, "Oh, I need to go pee. Oh, I need to go pee." And so she takes Kimee. They go to the bathroom, and they're in there for a second. And Howard says something's not right. He's like, "Oh, she's barfing." So they go to the door, and you can hear the mics are still on. She burps. She doesn't throw up. She doesn't sound like she's retching, as it were. But she definitely is like, ugh, like kind of burps. I didn't think it was a vomit. But Howard has heard all he needs to hear. He goes back to the table. She comes back to the table. "Oh, what'd I miss?" And he's like, "Well, how do you feel?" And then the emotional terrorism starts. She's like, if you can't even trust me, if you can't trust me, if you can't trust me, then I don't want you in my life. And then she shoves the plate. It's a silent treatment moment. She won't let it go. It becomes really awkward. Daniel looks away. Kimee looks away. They go outside. They carry it onto the street. She's pissed. Anna Nicole's pissed. And then she finally screams, my favorite line, I actually went in there to take a shit, if you really must know. I don't think she did. That is one thing I don't believe. I don't think she vomited, but I don't think she had the time to take a big fat shit, because also there wasn't enough time for the food to digest, unless she had to poop already. But who's to say? I guess we'll never know if she really barfed. I guess Kimee would know. Let's find Kimee. Then, we're halfway through the episode. Can you believe it? Then Kimee gets let's just go through Kimee's tattoos, because she's about to get a tongue piercing. But before we get to the tongue piercing, she tells us what her tattoos are. Kimee has an Anna Nicole tattoo of her face. And when she talks about it, I noticed that the production put in like very Indigo Girls lesbian jangly guitar music, and that really sold it, because the undercurrent is kind of suggesting that Kimee might be in love with Anna Nicole. Okay. This is one moment where I wish I did still drink alcohol. I never have the thirst for alcohol being sober. I'm grateful to be sober, but on a night like tonight, when I just want to go to sleep and feel better, a hot toddy wouldn't be all that bad. I wouldn't be mad at it. But this is doing just fine. This delicious Swedish homeopathic remedy. Okay. All right. Those are Kimee's tattoos. We cut over to Bobby Trendy. He's back. They're having a fight. They, meaning Howard and Bobby Trendy, because Bobby says, well, here's the mattress. He's delivering a huge mattress. Howard says, well, why does it look so low? And he said, well, you need a box spring. And he said, well, then where's the box spring? And he's like, well, we don't supply a box spring. That's up to you to supply. I disagree. I think that if you are designing someone's furniture and you pitch them a bed, you supply it, or you tell them you're going to need to get a box spring. I had to get a fucking box spring for this bed, because Andy, the mattress that he gave me, was also too low. And do you know where to find a California king-sized box spring in Chelsea? It's not easy. I went to Mattress Firm. They were like, well, you can put two twins together. Fuck you. Put two twins together and haul them back. No, I ordered one from Amazon. It was like $150. It was cheap. Huge. You have to put it together yourself. And that shit was huge. I could barely get it through the door, but I did it, and it's right here. It does squeak every now and then. So Bobby says it's not my responsibility. Howard says, yes, it is. They argue about it. Bobby kind of dressing the bed, showing us the luxurious fabrics. It's all very funny. They get into a fight. He's like, let me go to my store and see what's available, because the sheets are annoying Howard. And then Kimee gets her tongue pierced. We're back at the tattoo salon, and she is getting her tongue pierced. And Anna says, God, please don't let anything happen to Kimmy's mouth. I never want a tongue ring. With the exception of these earrings, I'm not a piercing queen. The tongue piercing is hard to watch. It looks like it hurts. And that's the episode. What do you want to talk about? How about we talk to Willam from RuPaul's Drag Race and Race Chasers? Let's go. You have to kind of eat it. How do you find out somebody's good side?
This is how you find out somebody's good side. You take a picture of yourself front on, and then you split it down the middle.
Yeah.
And then you replicate each one vertically. So normally it's kind of two different faces, but whatever face is more attractive is your side.
My left side is so much cuter than my right. You're very symmetrical, though.
I am.
Your left is good, too.
This eyebrow starts further over, so when I do my contour, I just have to, like, wing and a prayer it. but it's because I have a scar here and it like pulled up my eye a little bit.
What's your good side? This one?
They're all good.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
You and Dua
360,
Lipa.
baby. Yeah.
Dua Lipa said she doesn't have a good side. She's like, wherever you want to take the picture is fine with me.
Yeah, I'm fine. You can get me from the Hubble microscope.
I got Sculptra. It hasn't
here?
kicked in yet. Yes.
Yeah, that's what everybody does.
Yeah.
It's
It kicks in like a month.
it looks great.
Thank you.
Yeah, and does
And
that
I'm going right after this to get a CO2 laser.
why you look
Should I
great.
not? Should I not get it?
Oh,
I'm scared.
You look perfect.
Well, I'm heavily moisturized.
Okay. Grease.
You don't-
Grease the hose.
Do you think a CO2 laser is bad?
I've never done a laser. I've never done a facial.
A facial?
This and this are mosquito bites. I'm so mad, but I did 6 days of drag in a row. Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. It was a lot.
Well, you don't look like you've been scrubbing the face. You look good.
Thank you.
Glowing.
Thank you.
Okay, wait. Willam, let's talk about Anna Nicole. Thank you so
Okay.
much for doing this.
Yes, of course. I love sharing all these old weird Hollywood memories because people talk about these old shows, and I'm like, I was just watching Andy Dick crash out on the street in Hollywood, and I was like, I remember when I worked with him.
Yes.
Like he
Well, I was
pulled me
only-
into a limo in Hollywood when I was flying and sexually assaulted me, but I was a kid, so I was like, oh, I love it. I'm going to be famous. He's going to be my boyfriend.
This is like 2004 or 5.
Hollywood Athletic Club flying outside of Tiger Heat before it moved to the one up on
What?
Yeah.
I just got a DM from my friend, I won't say his name, that said, I fucked Bobby Trendy at the Zone.
I just saw Bobby like 2 nights ago
I got
at
a lot of messages.
a wedding
about
at the Abbey.
People singing. I saw him at Heart. Is that the place?
It's
Some
called
bar.
Beaches Tropicana now, but I just call it Rage still.
Rage, exactly. See, like I was in LA. When did you move to LA?
September 14th, 2001.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I went to college out there. I was there in 96, but I left in 2000, came here. We're in New York right now, and then went back in 2005. So like I remember when I got there though, you were kicking around town. Like I remember you doing stand-up shows and appearances and like hustling and pounding the
I
pavement.
would go to the opening of an envelope.
Yeah.
Madeline Ashton.
In a great way. You made a name for yourself.
I was also going to all these clubs because I was booking the Go-Go Boys and doing that,
Right.
and I'm starting that again because the guy that I sold the business to was like, I'm not doing it anymore. Do you want it back? I was like, yes,
It's
give me
such a
them
s-
strippers.
It's such a smart idea.
Yeah, and then I can like start my own party. I've
Yeah.
always wanted to do a club called Wet Willie's and open a
Perfect.
strip club because people
Perfect.
need a spot to like. I'm always jealous that my dad and my uncles got to go to strip clubs and see the ladies
right.
as they call them. I want to go see my mans.
There's nothing more fun than an all-male strip club. They don't exist. There's not any. There's one.
They're dying.
They're dying. The Atlanta one, was it Swingin' Richards?
Yeah, but now there's a new one called BJ's. It's across from Heretic, and I went there, and they are very full service. And then the Castro Theater or the Nob Hill in the Castro closed.
I want to open one called Helicopters.
Oh my God, I would love that. I'll be the landing. I'll be the heliport. That would be a fun club.
Yeah.
Lots of eye injuries.
Yeah, fine.
We'll
And
need an
pink
eye wash
eye.
station
Yeah,
for
exactly.
emergencies.
And a lot of E. coli breakouts. I'm down.
Yeah, a hot dog vendor. We'll use the same hot dog vendor from Julius.
Oh my God. I fucking love a burger from Julius.
I don't mind it. I put worse in my mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The grease on that has been around for 75 years, and I think that's why this stuff tastes so good.
You
When-
can't change the drippings can.
Yeah.
It's seasonings and pleasonings.
Where so go back to that time, 2003, 4, 5, or 1, 2, 3. When did you? What's your association with Anna Nicole?
So Anna Nicole was part of a movie called Wasabi Tuna, which this great lesbian director, I forget her name, she was directing it. And the plot of the movie was Anna Nicole was some star or something, and then there were 4 that's very general. Or something.
Or something.
There were like 4 drag queens. Asian Anna, Black Anna, Latin Anna, and Mini Anna, I think. And
Those are real drag queens, or those?
those were
they
characters in her movie that they were like
Got it.
auditioning for. And then there was like a regular Anna too.
Ocean dream of my love. My one true love.
I'm about to take this coochie. You better get used to sound outrageous. I got to see that shit again. Charlie's Angels. Yeah. Strike a pose.
Then we introduced those 2 tired queens to an old school ghetto beatdown. You crazy. Just help me find sugar pie, or I'll sleep with your man. Again, bitch.
It's a transistor. It's a transistor. They're all transistors.
So, you're dressed as...
Wasabi Tuna.
Wasabi tuna. This Halloween, no one dies, but these pumps are killing me.
That was the role that I was reading for. And on her show, they auditioned all these drag queens in like Glendale. We all got in drag, went to Glendale for these parts, like 4 or 5 different drag queen parts. Full Anna, all that. And I did great, of course. I was at an agency that represented Tammy Brown, Kelly Mantle, Jasmine, like all these. It was called Dragon Talent, and back in the day, they did all the drag queens, all the club kids, all the everythings. So we all went, we auditioned. They're like, you did great. There's a callback at the Abbey. They're going to be filming it for the Anna Nicole show. She's going to be there. And we're like, oh, okay, great. So the part I'm reading for, I'm like killing it, and like I know I'm doing great. And they loved me in the room. They kept me around to read with everybody else. And I was like, this is going good.
You got it in the bag.
I get to the Abbey, and I'm reading with somebody, and somebody's like, oh, Alexis is doing that part. And I was like, huh? They're like, Alexis Arquette. And I was like, what are you talking about? She's not even here. They're like, oh, she's doing it. She's signed on for it. You're just reading.
Bitch.
Because
did you find this out on camera?
No, I found this out before. They're like, you're reading with everybody. They're using you. Like, Alexis isn't coming to do this. She's doing
Did you call them out?
No. I was happy to be on TV. I was just happy to be there.
Oh, because even though you didn't get the part, you were still going to be in the episode of the Anna Nicole show.
Yeah, and I was like, let me do a good job. They'll remember me for something else. You
True.
know, every time you go to an audition, it's not your goal. It is the goal to get the job, but it's also good to just do good work, and hopefully someone will, whatever. But
that's why I don't book, because I'm a cunt at auditions. Well,
I try to make everybody want to work with me in the room, but now it's all on tape, so that's why I don't book no more either. So I think that I knew that maybe I could like get to hang out with her or something, and I did not get the part, but she had broken her foot, so she was in a wheelchair at the Abbey, and she was very, I want to use the word looted. It was like painkillery, pillied.
Yes.
And
my exact cocktail. I was a Downers girl.
She used to come to Hamburger Mary's a lot too. She did bingo there, and she made out with one of the waitresses, and it became National Enquirer news.
I remember she like was always dipping her toe in.
I was the bingo host that night because I did that too. And
did she remember you from, or was she too looted out?
No, I'm just a big blonde drag queen to her, I'm sure. But like, she was always very nice to us.
Yeah.
She was, I love your nails.
I have found myself just talking like her, like in my day-to-day, just by myself running errands. Like,
what she said? Peanut or
sugar pie.
Yeah, everything was like 5 syllables and like just a drawl. And I wonder where the difference between Vicky Lynn and Anna Nicole was, but I hope her daughter doesn't go down the same path.
I know. I mean, there's a lot coming, like watching it, you know what happens and how tragic it all ends up. So I'm like in the beginning and it's all like bittersweet because I love her so much.
Yeah, she was a sweetheart.
Such a star.
It's a shame that the people around her let all that happen.
Well, that's what I'm thinking about Howard. I'm like, was he an enabler? Was he they were just codependent? Was he just stealing her money?
I don't know.
I don't even know.
I don't know.
It's a very LA story. Like,
yeah, it's
the
like
money and the drugs.
It's very cautionary.
Yeah.
Like, live fast, die pretty.
What have you learned from Anna Nicole?
I think it's important to have people around you that that are not directly benefiting from your own. You need to have people in your life that have. Your friends can't all work for you. Your family can't all work for you.
Right.
You need to have people in your life that will be like, no, who aren't directly affected by your umbrella and earnings and all that. Because if you're the breadwinner, it changes everything and makes everything more pressure. And then like,
and you can't trust anybody.
You can't, because they're all in the back of their head are protecting their own ass and their own place where they sleep and stuff.
Right.
It's so sad because she had this like natural, like when she was there, she was there and she was fun and she
even on the show there are sometimes some interviews you're like, oh wait, this is a totally different person.
Yeah, I feel like she could have been like a New York or Tiffany Pollard, someone, or like a Charles Nelson Riley who was around for like years and being like funny and just like, not Charles was brilliant, but like a personality who could have been around for like years and years and years and still doing this. But someone let her do too much. She couldn't handle her party.
Right.
And that's at the end of the day. You need people around you to be like, "Party's over.
Yeah.
Here's some electrolytes.
Right.
Yeah. Why don't you go touch grass, not smoke it? All those things.
Yeah. I mean, I'm watching her and I'm trying to deduce what she's on, and it's always like all the benzos.
I think it's Xannies, Oxys.
Yeah, that was the combo.
Yeah. It was really unfortunate.
Yeah.
But what else do I have to say about her? She was, Hamburger Mary's, the movie. Oh, Alexis Arquette booked the movie. The movie was a great experience for all the girls.
Wasabi Tuna.
Yeah, I forget who ended up booking it. Kelly didn't book it either. But it was, let me look it up. Hey Siri, give me the IMDb for Wasabi Tuna. I think Alec Mappa was in it probably. That makes sense.
Sounds about right.
Wasabi Tuna is a 2003 independent cafe entertainment studios action comedy film starring Jason London,
Antonio Sabato Jr.,
Tim Meadows, Antonio Sabato Jr., Alana Ubach,
so good.
Guillermo Diaz.
Okay.
Alexis Arquette, Guillermo Diaz.
Antonio Sabato Jr.
Yeah, I think he was like the heartthrob in it.
I'm sure.
But it's a cute movie. It's like 4 drag queen versions of Anna as like a B plot, and I was hoping to be one, but I wasn't. And then I ran into the director I think last year at my aunt's Christmas party.
At your aunt's Christmas party? Why?
Yeah, my aunt's a
Is
director.
she lesbian?
No, she's got some Emmys. She directs the Miss Pat show right now, and
way.
she does a lot of television.
So you're like a
Elspeth.
nepo baby.
No, I've never gotten a job through my aunt. She said,
Bitch.
Yeah, I wish. She won 2 Emmys. I lost 2 Emmys. But
I lost an Emmy too.
You did? Yes.
It's fine.
Honestly, I mean,
guess who I lost mine to?
Who?
The Macy's Day Thanksgiving Day Parade.
I hear they were bloated.
Fuck them.
Fuck them. I forget who I lost to, but I was like, he's old, he'll die before me. I have a chance to get
You have
another.
a chance. You have time.
Yeah, I didn't feel bad. But it was also COVID Emmys, so I was on a Zoom.
Okay.
But I had a reveal planned.
Gown.
My shirt said, shirt happens, and then I was going to rip it off and have a bikini.
We'll get you another one.
I know, I'll get one, it's fine.
Yeah, you can make a reality show about the Go-Go Boys.
Everybody always said that should have been something, but I was like, music clearances would have been too hard, and
Right.
the turnover was too much.
What about just living in the house? Like, could you fake that they live all in a house together?
I mean, I could, yeah. Tell your friend to produce it, and I'll be
Okay.
on it.
Yeah, I mean, people have done more with less.
Yeah, honestly, I started booking 14. When I finished booking in 2014, I was booking 14 or 15 clubs on a Friday or Saturday night, and now my guy built it up to 20 clubs,
yeah,
and I was
you're gonna
like,
be rich.
yes.
What other reality shows did you appear on?
Oh my God, do you have time?
Yes.
Okay.
Did you do Tori and Dean?
No, I didn't.
We had.
Oh
three
wait.
We had. I think you
I
might have
did
been.
there was an episode where I wore Donna Martin graduate shirt. It was where Tori's Untoriable, or her VH1 show, that some gay guy was her best friend on it before he was famous.
Notorious.
Yeah, Notorious.
Yeah,
that was it.
okay.
So
That was like a hybrid.
That I did, I think. I did Debbie Allen's Fame. I did Search for the Next Pussycat Dolls. I did so many reality shows.
Well, back then, it was just starting. This was one of the first reality shows I ever even saw. This was 2001.
Yeah.
Anna Nicole.
I think they all came out because of the strike, and they wanted something cheap to do that was
And Survivor took off.
Yeah. Oh, I definitely auditioned for that. I think. What else did I do? RuPaul's Drag Race.
Oh, never heard of it. Did you ever do a Charm School or VH1? I feel like there was.
I was on Charmed, but not
The
Charmed
witch
School.
show?
Yeah.
Oh shit!
What?
Did you play a witch?
No, I was sitting behind Rose McGowan in a class.
Slay.
Yeah. I know there's a list of reality shows because I made it, and there's over 30.
Yeah,
There's
you were
so
hustling.
many that I did. Just.
Did you ever get I feel
got
like
a
they didn't pay
secret.
anything. They paid shit. Yeah.
No. They was so shit. $100 for 8 hours.
Yeah.
If that, $150, and then you steal as many gummy bears and granola bars as you can possibly take.
Yeah, crafty. That's my dinner.
I know there were more.
I produced the 2008 Project Runway episode that Rue hosted before Drag Race existed.
Oh, in the white shirt, red necklace. I love that look.
It was a really hot July. We shot it in July, and there was no AC, and Rue was literally melting down.
No AC.
It was bad. I remember he was keeping it together, but I was like, oh shit, she's about to blow. It was really hot, but she killed it. But then it was you saw all those
Head of lettuce.
Acid
Betty.
and someone named Sharon Needles that was the first Sharon Needles.
Oh yeah. Or we can still say that name.
Are we not allowed to?
Well, that's a different one. You can say it without. Me and Alaska did
I don't
a
know
show.
about the other Sharon Needles.
Oh, she was on Drag Race. And,
no, I know, but like, what? We can't say her name.
Girl, we were at a
I don't know the story.
We were at a show in San Fran, and I didn't say it, but then because there was a dress on screen that I wore that was Alaska's or Sharon's, and I was like, who's that from? And she said it, and people started to hiss and boo. She's very canceled right now.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't make you get into it, but I'm going to search for it later.
Go ahead.
Oh my God. I feel like a lot of people, there's a lot of people who are canceled that I don't know.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay, I'm going to dig into that.
Hallelujah.
I mean, in some ways, Anna said that she has this one moment in episode 1 where she talks about Israel and the conflict. And like back then they were arguing about it then too. And she's like, I don't know shit. I'm going to say nothing about nothing. She's like uncancelable.
Yeah.
Okay. Any final thoughts on Anna Nicole or the early 2000s reality that you would like to share? Willam.
I should look up Willam reality shows.
Yes.
Oh, I have a list on my computer. Hold on. I knew one day this would be useful. And I made a list. I went through. I have like a journal from the day I got to Hollywood, and a notepad file that has all my gigs.
So when you fly back, you're flying back later today. What is are you a first class diva or are you Comfort Plus and hope to get upgraded?
I'm Delta Diamond until
So am I.
2029.
Why through 2029?
In the fine print for the Delta Rewards, like 2 years ago, there was something where for 50,000 miles, you could get Diamond for like 5 years.
You fucking little slut.
Oh, it's not my fault. I have the smartest manager in the world. Her name is Gina Guerin, and I love her. Where are all these? Oh,
I'm spending $75,000 a year for Diamond for 1 year?
to get the card. That card costs so much money. Yeah, I can't do it.
I put every dollar I make on that card, though.
Yeah.
Every parking meter,
It's
every subway.
It used to be my business card.
my
where
health insurance.
It was all my deductions.
Okay, so you're Delta Diamond. So you just book whatever ticket and they bump you up.
Yes.
Yeah.
Reality shows.
It's kind of what I do.
Reality. Okay, thank you for giving me the definition of reality show, faggot. I can look on my IMDb. That's so douchey, but
No, do it. What's your schedule for Race Chasers?
we film once a week after the episode comes out.
Do you ever take a break? I guess when the show's not airing?
We do a 2-week break during the holidays just for our staff and everything, but we've been going for 7 years and 7 years strong.
It's so fucking great.
I am so blessed to have it.
Yeah, it's fun to do a show like that.
We got the idea because of a Golden Girls podcast that we were stuck exiting Burning Man, and it was the only thing Alaska had on her phone. And I was listening to it, and I was like, I know this voice. The girl that played young Dorothy in the flashbacks was one of my directors or writers on Nip Tuck.
Okay.
And I recognized her voice, and I was like, oh, I know this bitch. So it personalized it and gave me like an idea, like, oh, this would be great for like if a show we did. And I was like, we should do Drag Race. And Alaska's like, I have a song. It's called A Race Chaser. I was like, that's perfect. Okay, so here's.
Oh my God, this is a very long list. We're looking at Willam's IMDb.
It doesn't have as many other reality shows, but I'm sure some will pop up.
Well, what are some? It doesn't even have to be reality. I'm just curious about like the early 2000s TV. I mean, you being on Nip Tuck is a huge deal.
Yeah, that was a great one. I love Ryan Murphy. He like basically started off my career.
I'm just very nostalgic for this era.
Yeah, there
It
was
more innocent, and there were no iPhones.
Yeah, we got away with a lot. The Andy Dick thing, I remember it like. I was thinking like, oh my God, the Suddenly Susan guy. Oh, he loves me. He's kissing me. I'm 20 years old. I'm going to be so famous. I've swam in the waters of Bryan Singer's pool, but he didn't love me.
You were too old.
No, I wasn't compliant enough.
Okay.
I'm like, I would never fall into the twink category because twinks are like fun people that like do everything that you tell them, and they're like, oh, well, except when they're like demon twinks. And I was never that. I
wasn't either.
I already had a man by the time I was 20.
I was salty.
Where are these fucking? I can't believe they didn't put the reality experiences on there.
It's just that your IMDb is so lengthy.
Oh my God. Chevy makes a Shut up, Chevy. That's something I didn't book. Yeah, there's so many things that aren't on here that should be, like the Pussycat Dolls and all that bullshit. Like,
what did you do in the Pussycat Dolls?
I was a plant that Robin, Anton, or somebody brought in. They wanted a drag queen. And I wore like old Bob Mackie, like a Merry Widow. I looked great.
So to like audition for the Pussycat Dolls?
And then when I auditioned for Burlesque, Steven remembered me from like the shows. Because I used to go to the shows on Sunset because our band opened for Metal School on in Steel Panther at House of Blues for like a year. And it was like me, Kelly Mantle, Detox, all those girls. Like
Yeah.
before in the 2000s.
Wow.
Anna came to one of those shows.
I'm sure she was around.
She was
in
always
those
around.
streets.
She was always around Mama. Remember Mama?
Yes.
It was that. Like
Did Mama pass?
Yeah.
Okay, I remember. That was recent.
Anna was just always just a good time girl, and we would see her everywhere. But that's why I got on to Search for the Next Pussycat Dolls, and then I think the Fame one came way before that. That was like 2003, and I'm wearing like a Hooters shirt, and like I have such a severe case of the Caucasians on it. I'm just like trying to wiggle my best with 8 left feet. It's so funny, and I'm just like, that's me. I look terrible. That's me.
Case the Caucasians.
I've done like a bunch of game shows. I think I won At Midnight. I've done I've Got a Secret back in the day, Street Smarts. There were so many shows. I would say yes to anything.
The Swan.
No. I tried to get on Botched. That didn't work.
Did you have something botched?
No, but one side of my lip was bigger because my sister kicked me in the face when I was a kid, and I was like, I need to get fixed. And they're like, girl,
You got to get more botched.
nobody
than
can
that.
see that.
Yeah.
But there were so many other things, and I wish I could remember them. I have them all written. So this is like my notepad file, 2005 to
What do you mean? It's your notepad?
2001.
Your notepad file. These are notes.
This is every single gig that I went on, every audition, every meeting, every time I met somebody in a casting. So I could like, if the name ever go Rock of Ages rehearsal 2006, you know, like everything. I would go Control F, type in the name.
Hillary Weaver.
Yeah, Hillary and Matt. I'm friends with them.
Me too. Oh my God, we gotta say that. We gotta say a hello.
Hello, Hill.
She took my car over when I moved here. I needed somebody to take my car. She's like, you know what? I got you.
Everything.
She's the best person.
I
in the
remember when her
world.
daughters were like babies at Rock of Ages, and now they're like running the bullet room. What's that called?
Yes,
one's in a band.
She's fucking
Chase.
great.
Yeah, Chase. She's
like Courtney Love teenager.
She could literally be the lead in Rock of Ages.
She's
now.
great.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love those people, and they
Okay.
produced Drag the Musical.
I know.
And I wasn't in that.
I wasn't either. Interesting. I want my car back. Willam, I love you so much.
Thank you for having
This
me on
is
your
so
pod.
Sweet of you to take
Of
the
course,
time. I
yeah.
really appreciate it.
I mean, I say yes to everything. Remember?
Yeah.
But this was totally enjoyable. Thank you
Hopefully
for coming to Brooklyn.
I'll see you back in LA, hopefully.
Yeah, definitely.
Have a safe flight, Delta Diamond. Fuck you.
Girl, I just get on the plane and sit. I have no control over what happens.
2029? Okay, bye.
I have 2.5 million miles
Oh, fuck you.
since 2012. I just like.
I mean, you're flying all the time.
Yeah, it's like probably on a.
Thank you so much for joining me. Apologies for being sick. Thank you for sticking with it. I hope you enjoyed. Send me some suggestions of what you want me to discuss when viewing these episodes. I'm just kind of blindly diving in, and I'm thoroughly enjoying it. But I don't know. Let me know how it's landing. I know that there's. I don't know. Maybe I need to get some more famous people up in here because when it's just me, not as many people watch. But fuck that. That's about all I got. I'm going to go to sleep. I'm going to drink my MK and I'm going to go to sleep. Love you guys. See you next week.